What's up, Speak Fam? Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Thank y'all so much for the subscribers, for the love y'all shown me over the past couple weeks. Thank y'all so much for subscribing. I look forward to doing great things with you guys. But I just wanted to personally say thank y'all so much. I love y'all, and that means the most to me that you guys actually care about the message and about actually speaking on things in your life that you believe to be right. Things that you know are right and things that you know will help another person by you speaking out on it. And yes, that means as of right now, we have surpassed 10 subscribers and we are now at 19. So we are 1 subscriber away from 20 subscribers. So thank y'all so much. Y'all are family to me. Welcome to the Speak On It family. And don't be afraid to speak on anything that you believe is right. Stand up for your rights and speak on what you believe is right. And remember this, you have to be real to be real. But thank y'all so much for being real with me and being real with yourselves. All right, y'all, here we go. Let's jump in.
Got your documentation, it's within 48 hours. Now your job as trustees is to read it, go over it, understand it, ask questions, and get an understanding before we get to the board meeting and put on the show like you're doing. At the Township, we never had this problem. Trustee Carmen knows that because she sat on the other side. It amazes me that all of a sudden she has a problem now when she was in the administration doing the exact same thing and the exact same process that the administration is doing today. So just pay attention to when people are playing politics and not doing the government job, which is your duty. Your duty is to make sure you understand the invoice, make sure you got the supporting documentation for it, and move forward. But to constantly come to a board meeting and not pay people for the service they've done, that's not right. That's board meeting. For those fake news outlets that weren't here, basically this board did not pay for the general fund. And people sat here and cried out for them to pay them because they did the work. But y'all didn't cover that. I didn't see that on the news. When trustees are doing wrong and not taking care of the people, that is wrong. But y'all spin the narrative into something that is not. So you guys still don't want to move forward with paying any of the bills in the general fund. That is my question.
So we have meetings on Tuesdays. Is there a day with the previous week that we could pick, that we could set to review the bills?
Trustee, y'all already have the bills. Do you want to pay the bills for the general fund?
The public needs to know.
They already know. Stop.
They don't need to know.
Our meeting is on Tuesday.
So that's a no then.
We're here.
That's
We're here.
So
we have time to review
so
it.
the week before,
My question is, are you paying the bills?
to review invoices?
Point of order. Is there a motion on the floor to pay the general fund? Is there a motion on the floor? Do y'all want to pay anybody for the general fund? Y'all don't want no staff, nobody to get paid. Nobody. So we're going to play that game again. By motion that we pay the bills for the general fund. Is there a second? It's been motion and second. Call the roll.
Trustee Jones, Trustee Gonzalez,
No.
Trustee Gray Everett,
Yes.
Trustee Carlisle,
No.
Supervisor Henyard.
Yes. All right, so as you
Motion
see,
failed.
it's been a tie once again. They chose not to pay the people, the employees, the people here at the township. So make sure y'all talk to our trustees. Next, is there a motion to pay the general assistant fund? Is there a motion?
So moved.
Is there a second? Second. Any discussion? Call the roll.
Trustee Gray Everett,
Yes.
Trustee Carlisle,
No.
Trustee Gonzalez,
No.
Trustee Jones, Supervisor Henyard.
Yes.
Motion failed.
All right, so just so y'all learn the rules, like y'all just come and say no. General assistance fund and road and bridge fund always get paid. Y'all do know that. That's why y'all should learn y'all position while y'all sitting here saying no to paying staff, cameras, news, fake news. Make sure y'all get this. They sitting here voting not to pay people that have done a job that sometimes work check to check. They need their money and they're playing politics. Stop. Now you know what we should do? We shouldn't pay y'all money because y'all included in there.
For
So
real.
y'all shouldn't get y'all check.
Yes.
You should hold your check. You should hold y'all check.
Stop holding your check. They need to talk to you. They need to talk to you.
Y'all been playing. They got millions of people to feed. Y'all playing. Now they talk. Y'all the one not voting to pay money.
You're the one that's holding this up.
Them the two, but just make sure y'all pay attention. This is cool though.
So once
Next,
again,
is
can
there
we
a
set a
motion
date the
to
week
pay
before
the
the
road and
meetings to
bridge
review
fund?
statements?
Is there a motion? Is there a second? Second. Been motion and second. Any discussion? Call around.
Who seconded?
I did. You know they're not gonna pay nothing, so you know.
Trustee Carlisle?
Yes.
Trustee Gonzalez?
Yes.
Trustee Gray Everett?
Yes.
Trustee Jones? Supervisor Henyard?
Yes. Well, I
Motion
think on the
passed.
bridge, three things on there, huh? Go ahead, keep
And
on.
I just wanted to state for the record, saying that you all received the bills on Sunday. I commend Clerk Wells and her deputy clerk for the work that they do. They're gonna always make sure you all get your bills and stuff on time. So to even act like that, it's just sad. And Trustee Gonzalez, you've been on the board for quite some time. From what I heard, you were assessor before that. If you don't know 60 ILCS and how you can set up a meeting to review all bills and invoices with the clerk, it's right. If I have to send you that, I will. If I
Well, let's set that up going forward.
you can set it up with the clerk.
Okay,
That's
let's
so,
do that.
so when you aim it over here to try to push your narrative, that's something that you should know that you set up with the clerk and the deputy clerk. But again, 6 years of what? Saying yes to anything and not questioning nothing. I'm just tired of the game.
You need to learn because I haven't been here 6 years.
Whatever years you've been, you don't know.
Well, you should learn that. Then you should learn before you talk.
You don't know the
You should learn
rules. Let's
before you
get to the
talk,
fact
baby.
that you don't know
Well,
the rules to the seat you sit in.
I know the rules.
Well, you would call the clerk and you would set up a meeting.
Well, once again,
At
like you
60,
just
I
said
know
in the
that's it.
past, that hasn't had to be the case. But now,
Because you said yes to everything.
Now everything's
But
got to
no,
be a
I'm
shell
sorry.
game. Now
I'm
everything's
sorry.
got to be the shell game.
I'm just tired of the game.
Okay.
All right, so next on the agenda is there a motion to approve 3 additional contractors for the lawn mowing and maintenance service at $35 per line? Is there a motion? Is there a second? Is there a second? Trustee?
I understand it was established that they was
They-
going to accept the same amount
they-
of money that was presented in
Yeah.
the last bid.
And in my
That's what
understanding,
and that's what we asked them to do, right?
I would like to make a motion to amend what you said and just table those items until the next meeting, because I would like to see some of our agenda items on the,
trustee.
on the agenda, and then, we can, again, inclusion, equity, and compromise. I think it's time.
We're definitely not going to table
Second.
anything, hold on, because you know, just like everybody here knows, people are doing the work. You know that. And for the record, clerk, word for word, trustee Carmen sat with Stan Brown, drove around with Stan Brown, told him she was okay with putting this on the agenda to vote for. Trustee Carmen.
I didn't know they were doing this much work.
Yeah, I mean, sure, huh? And Trustee Gonzalez told Stan Brown the same exact thing. Y'all both said it was okay to place this on the agenda for the additional 3 contractors. So it is baffling me that you're sitting here today saying table something and you know the grass is still growing. So for 2 more weeks, make that make sense. Residents still need their grass cut. What do we do if you guys keep playing this game, push the can down the road? It don't make no sense. You guys agreed to this. This is why it's on here. So how y'all changing your mind all of a sudden? Y'all told him this. Then he came and told us y'all said y'all wanted on the agenda. So why all of a sudden are you reneging on what you told somebody? Your word all you got. So trustees, do y'all not want to vote for this? Because you know the work still need to get done. So what do you tell the residents? There's no such thing as table something that's in action right now. Grass are growing right now. Grass need to be cut right now. What is y'all plan? Because y'all don't run the day to day.
Well, that's kind of the problem. We're trying to figure this out in the middle of the thing.
No, this ain't trying to figure this out. It's been
Once
figured out.
again,
It
it should,
was.
exactly, it should have been done
Trustee,
before.
it was. And I just called
Obviously not if
you.
we're
Did you not have a
voting
conversation with Stan Brown?
I did.
Then you not tell Stan Brown that you agree with this?
That's
To
why I
put this
thought we
on?
want to table it. We need
No,
to
no, 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 no. That's
There's
not
more
what you told me.
information. There's other
Did
things
you
going
not
on.
tell him
There's
that
other
you was
things
okay
going
with
on
this?
since then.
Did you not tell him you was
The
okay
things
with this?
going on since then. So
Trustee,
things
how
have
do the
changed.
grass get cut?
So things have changed.
How do the grass get cut? How do we do day to day?
Well, once
This
again,
is-
people
this
need
is
to come
sad.
to you.
This
People
is
need to
sad.
come to you. You're the
How
one
does
that's
this get done?
holding this up.
How does this
You're the
get
one
done?
that's holding things up. They need to come to you.
Trustee, how do we get the grass cut?
We should have been discussing
I
this
just
in
need an
February.
answer. I just need an answer.
We should be discussing
How
this in
do
February.
we get the job done?
Grass has been getting cut.
How do we get it cut?
That's the problem.
How do we get a cut, trustee? If you're not gonna allow contractors or people to come in to cut the grass, which you agreed to, why aren't we getting a grass
I
cut?
think we need to discuss these ordinances, and then we can take these next steps.
Trustee, this is what's on the agenda. You gotta stick to the
that's why we're
agenda.
tabling
The agenda
it. We
right
need to
now
discuss
is
these
something that
ordinances.
you
And
asked
that's why
to
we're
put
tabling
on the
it.
agenda. Make it make
I
sense.
didn't ask to put
You
this on
guys
the
did.
agenda.
You guys told
I did
Stan
not ask to
Brown
put this on
that
the
you was
agenda.
okay with adding the 3 contractors. He
Okay,
then
and
came
now
up
we're
and told us,
looking-
he talked
and now
to
we
you,
want to
he
table
talked
it.
to Jerry, he talked to Carmen, he talked to everybody.
And now
And
we
y'all
want to
all
table
said
it.
yes.
Okay, and now we're
So,
going to table
if
it.
you tabling it 2
Things
weeks,
change.
who cut the grass?
Well,
You
that's,
All right, so as you seen and as you heard, the Thornton Township Board of Trustees, they have decided not to pay any of the bills for this go round, and it's for the reasoning being that they simply don't trust Tiffany. They simply don't know where their money's going. They don't know if the bills are even getting paid with the money that's already been given to her. And all they're simply asking for is transparency. They just want transparency. They just want to know where exactly their money's going, where the town's money's going, and they want to know that everything's legit. And from the eyes of the public and the eyes of America, everyone that's watching, it doesn't look that way. So I don't blame this township for not wanting to go down the drain. That should be something that no one wants. This is go down the drain. Come on now. On another note, what she's doing concerning these ordinances, they are trying to pass some ordinances that would limit her spending. And if you pay attention to that last clip, you'd see how much Tiffany was trying to avoid that being brought up as a subject, that being discussed. She pushed so hard on why the bills wasn't getting paid, but she, with everything in her might, she was all against the ordinances, why they wasn't coming up in discussion, and why they wasn't put on the agenda. That's something that the board wanted to discuss, and for good reason. That protects the money, the township's money, and it also protects the township's employees to make sure that they're paid sufficiently. So I'm not sure really why she won't discuss the ordinances, being that she won't be able to avoid them forever. But I'm quite sure that eventually, whether or not she allows it, that they're going to find a way to get these ordinances passed, because it's a difference in right and wrong, and that's on the side of right. It's clear that the board cares about the employees, and the board cares about protecting their money, their jobs, their careers, everything. So I'm pretty sure that they'll find some kind of way to actually get it passed, to probably go over her head some kind of way. And then on another note, look how she talks to, look how she sits there and she talks to another elected official like they are a child. You're telling an elected official what they can't discuss when they're up for discussion. Like, if this isn't screaming dictatorship, you guys, I don't know what to make of it. This is dictatorship all day long. And I don't know what Ms. Henyard gets out of it, but she seems to get off pretty good by it, by keeping up some kind of controversy. But yeah, y'all, let's jump back in.
Do my response or not?
I do, but I want to talk about ordinance, talk about the
Okay,
bills.
so again, it was to put, organization and structure and responsible spending in place. And since those ordinances were not placed on the agenda, I don't feel comfortable supporting the spending. So once the ordinances are put in place and supported, I'll feel more comfortable if there's structure, organization, and a limit set and is forced, not forced, but just enforced that there's responsible spending with the township funds. So that's why I'm not supporting the bills.
Okay.
And I have yet to receive anything. I asked for the Nation Builder contract.
What
I
did
asked
you
for
ask for?
information for outreach department.
What
I've
did you
asked
ask
for
for?
information for media department. I've asked for information for so many things and have yet to receive that information.
I'm going to
And
shut that down.
and so again, I want to make sure that there's transparency and accountability in the conversations I have, and that's it. I'm not going back and forth.
I don't want to go back and forth.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, Miss Henyard. Now let me just say this. These folks have done this job longer than you've ever dreamed of. So the only choice that they have is actually to show up to work for the people and do the job that they've been doing since they've taken office, which, by the way, was a long time before you. So you're basically telling them how not to do their jobs while not knowing how to do your job. So where do you get off on telling elected officials that have been experienced in their positions and that have taken the time to gain the knowledge and experience and actually understand their positions, versus you who just came in and you just want to run every damn thing? Then, I mean, how do you tell these folks they're not doing their jobs? The reason why they're sitting here and that they are opposing you is because that's their job. And your job in return is not to criticize them, belittle them, find some kind of way to turn it messy. Like this, come on now. You're here for the people, you're not here for the streets. Be real now. You're here for the people, you're not here for the fucking streets. So I don't know where she get off on telling elected officials what they can and can't say, and where she get off on telling them that they're not doing their jobs, when it's clear that if they haven't been doing their jobs, they would have been out of their seats a long time ago. So yeah, back in, y'all. If you guys would listen to what Trustee Carmen is trying to say, is she's basically saying that these folks are trying hard as hell. Okay, they're sending her information where they know that she's going to have an issue downloading it. So therefore, she's unable to download it. Then they bring it to her in person, which is completely untraceable. And you can question the legitimacy and the accuracy of what they're actually bringing her in paper format. All right, so she requests that they go back and email them. Okay, and she's also attempted to set up several meetings also with department heads. Thing is, with these department heads, is they're all being paid pretty well, once again, underneath Tiffany Henyard. So they're gonna do pretty much whatever move that she want them to make, whatever tricks that she want them to use. They're gonna use them. And basically, what's being said here by Trustee Carmen is basically they're attempting to have these meetings without any record of what's being said. So therefore, anything can be said after the meeting, and there will be no record. And like she said, it'll just be hearsay. She's trying to protect the township, and she's trying to protect democracy. Okay? I don't know where we lost that at here, folks, but someday, some way, we have got to get that back into our political system. We have to put that back in there. Otherwise, we're pretty much pissing in the wind here with politics. We'll never get anywhere. In fact, we're gonna get worse than where we're at now. So that's basically what Trustee Carmen is saying. Is basically she wants everything out in the open, and she wants record of everything, so that way she can relay the same info to the people, which is where it should go rightfully.
Question, what's the process for ordinances we put on the agenda?
Trustee Carlisle.
What else?
Trustee Gray Everett.
Yes.
Trustee Gonzalez.
No.
Trustee Jones. Supervisor Henyard.
Slow, you wanna go home? Slow. Yeah, I'm ready to go. Thank
Can't
you.
answer questions. That's what the public needs to know.
I asked it several times.
That's exactly what they need to know.
I asked it several times. No one has had me. I'm not gonna keep pushing.
Now, as you can see, this is a child in an adult's body. You see how she gets up and just storms out so unprofessional, like so carelessly. Like, this is leadership behavior. This is typical leadership behavior, right? Like, this is something that's supposed to be addressed immediately, guys. Like, this how do you follow this? How do you mimic this behavior? How does this teach you how to be a productive, loving, caring, and how does her behavior teach you how to operate effectively and efficiently in politics? How does this teach you how to operate in politics with integrity. How? I mean, it's so much secrecy here, and she turns everything into mess. She makes it personal. She just needs to go. Like, she needs to go from both seats. And that needs to be immediate, because this is not the right behavior for a politician. Like, she's bringing everything from the streets into politics. And really, it shouldn't be so bad. And it shouldn't always be about her and her face. And everybody's it's not always about her. It's about the people. Can we make it about the people? Let me know what your thoughts are. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.